Hi, in this video we're going to talk about my favorite topic, which is accelerating revenue growth for training organizations. So I had this client who was into B2B courses. He was selling to mid and large organizations, and his account value was $3,000 per account. So if he closes one account, he'll get $3,000. That's it. And as we know, B2B is a long sales process. And after all those months of follow-up and approval, you get only $3,000. There's no way he's going to be able to rapidly accelerate to $10 million. So what we did was, so when I started working with him, what we realized immediately that we got to get this lifetime value from $3,000 to $30,000 or $100,000 if you are going to work in the B2B market. So that's where the value ladder frameworks comes in the picture. See, a value for your training or coaching for one customer could be $300, for another $3,000, for somebody else $30,000, and for somebody else it could be $300,000. Value is not same for every client, even if your product is same. Once you understand that, that becomes the foundation for your revenue growth. This is a real story. A shirt in Bangladesh costs $1. This exact same shirt shipped to US, sold in Zara, could cost almost $50. And if you're selling it to Saks Fifth Avenue stores, you're probably charging $100 or $200. So you went from $1 to $100, 100x jump, because the value is different for different markets. So here's what we did with this client. So he was selling his courses for $3,000 and his volume was he was selling about 100 accounts a year, right? That's what his volume was. So what we did was we repackaged and added some partner products and got his value from $3,000 to $30,000, right? So if you look at this, this is $30,000. He also started reselling his platform along with his content. So his clients were not only able to use his content, but they were able to use the learning management system which he provided, be able to add their own content, and that added more value. He took about 20 courses from his partners, which are sort of complementary to what he was offering and serving the same market. And with that, he was able to increase the deal value from $3,000 to $30,000. Of course, I'm oversimplifying this, but that's the idea there. But of course, as he went from $3,000 to $30,000, his volume went down. So only 10% of his clients, so here we have 100 clients, only 10% of them, they were able to climb this ladder. That's why it's called value ladder, right? And then next thing he did, we realized that there will be at least some clients who want the full service, done it for you kind of service, right? So for these clients, he charged $100,000. But he hired a part-time project manager. He gave him all the tools and templates and the training. And instead of client learning to do it and finding time to do it, he himself provided the whole service, like done for you kind of package, right? And that he charged $100,000. So there's this another ladder. So only 10% of these clients went to the $100,000 package. Let's look at the math. I have sort of simplified this for you. So we had, before we implemented the revenue acceleration program, we had $3,000 as an average value, 100 customers, $300,000 was his annual sales. Now afterwards, he was selling the 100 units for $3,000, the training and coaching program, $300,000, but 10% of these 10 customers bought his second level of ladder, which is the $30,000 deal size, right? So that gave him $300,000. Now 10% of this 10, which is one, only one bought the 100K program, and that's 100K. So total we have 700K. Earlier his revenue was 300, now it's at 700. Now out of this 700K, he spent 100K doing some changes to his marketing, his products, some resources in the project management, plus a little bit of our fees, consulting fees. But he's left with 600K, which is double of what he was making 12 months earlier. In the last 15 years, I have worked with over 1,000 organizations, and almost 90% of the time, I was able to get them on a value ladder by increasing the prices by 2x up to 10x. It's a pattern I have seen over and over again. So what I have done is the business case studies I studied at Harvard Business School by studying 50 plus businesses, plus my experience working with training organizations, whether those are professional coaching companies, training companies, associations, non-profit, customer training departments, all of those departments who make money by selling trainings. I looked at thousands of these and came up with a pattern that what helps them accelerate their revenue growth. And I have put that together in a framework called Revenue Acceleration Framework for training and education companies. So Value Ladder is just one component of this framework. If you're interested in exploring how we can partner and explode your growth, send me an email or contact us.